up, buddy? Welcome back. Glad you found the place. Well, today we're going to do something a little different. When I first started this channel, all I wanted to do was tell my story. I just thought that it would be interesting to just kind of explain how I ended up out here. I know we went into this a little bit earlier, but we're going to go into detail about just how I ended up out here doing this. Now, back in 2011 or something, I got with the Rainbow family and started traveling around doing rainbow gatherings. Well, I decided that I wanted to come out to California just to see how it was. So, got with a group of kids and we bummed our way across the country and had a good time. Went to a bunch of other gatherings. Made it to Arizona. Went to the Grand Canyon. While we were at the Grand Canyon, we didn't have any money to get in because it's like 25 bucks or some shit to get in. So we didn't have the money to get in, so we were flying a sign right by, like when you drive in, there's a big sign, like a big rest area right before you go through where you pay. So we didn't have any money. So we stopped at the rest area there to try to bum money. We were flying signs, trying to get money to get into, the Grand Canyon. Hey, you gotta excuse me, I'm smoking a little bit here, so, if I pause, whatever. So I was flying the sign. Well, as I was flying the sign to get some money to get into the Grand Canyon, my phone rang. And when my phone rang, it was my sister. Well, I talked to my sister for a minute. She was like, "Bub, I got something to tell you." And I was like, "Well, what the fuck's up, And she was like, "Well, Mom just died. Just out of the blue, my mom just died. Wasn't even there. Didn't know, wasn't there." So, after that happened, I collapsed. I broke my phone, I collapsed. And that moment, the patrol came because we was flying signs and you're not supposed to be doing that. So they came and started harassing us and asking what was going on. I told them I was crying. Straight up, boys. I was bawling. My mom had just died. And they were like, "What's going on?" I told them. And they hassled us a little bit. My buddy that was his little brother, he didn't have ID, and they were trying to take him to jail to lock him up to ID him, find out who he was. And the damnedest thing, man, happened. I swear to God, I don't care if you believe me or not, but these Buddhist fucking monks got out of this van on the interstate, got out, go to the rest area, as they're handcuffing him, and they're walking into the bathroom, and one of them looks over at the cop and smiles, and doesn't say anything, just smiles, walks past, and then once the monks get to the bathroom, the cop was like, "Look, don't come the fuck back here and get the fuck out of here." So that's what we did. So once I discovered that my mother wasn't going to be back home anymore, I figured there was no reason for me to stay there. So that's why I made my way back out here and just stayed in California. We lived on the streets for 2 years, struggling, just bumming and spanging and just hustling, trying to get by, you know. And finally, we lucked into a place that, helped us out. You know what I mean? I guess the moral of this fucking story is, man, is that you can do whatever you want. Don't let anything stop you. Like, I feel horrible about it. But I didn't even go back home for my mother's funeral. Like, I didn't go back to my house for 3 months after my mother died. No funeral, no wake, no calls. I don't know. I just couldn't deal with it. You know what I mean? And now look, I know this is going off topic and this is a weed channel and whatever, but if you want to listen, listen. If you don't, fucking tune out. Who the fuck cares? You know what I mean? I'm just sharing with you. We're looking at the fucking view, smoking a joint, and we're just talking. Alright? So after she died, we came out here and made our way. I mean, anybody can do it. There's no excuses. There's no reasons to say, oh, well, I can't do this, I got this. The only reason would be your family. And once all of my family died, I had no reason to stay home. You know, I haven't been home in years. There's nothing there. I mean, I got a sister and a brother and some aunts and uncles that I haven't talked to in years. You know, just be grateful. I mean, look at where I'm at. Look at what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I've been locked up twice for pot. Alright? I got locked up in Oklahoma City. I got locked up in Kentucky. I've been locked up for weed. Just stupid small amounts of weed. You know what I mean? So that's why we came out here. I mean, don't let anything get in your way. Don't let these people change your mind on anything. There's no reason to doubt yourself. You can do whatever the fuck you wanted. I walked out of my house with a backpack and $20, and I made it out here to California, and look at what I'm doing now. So, I mean, the moral of the story is, don't give up. Don't stop. Don't care. Don't give a shit about what anybody tells you. Don't listen to those stupid fucking voices in your head that tells you, oh, well, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Don't take off and go somewhere out of the blue. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know where you're at or what you're doing. I didn't either. It's all about will and determination. You have to be strong. You have to be smart. And most all, you have to be kind. And if you do these things, well, you might just end up in a decent spot. I love you, kids. Come on back now.